It's Syama Meagher here, CEO of Scaling Retail. Today we're talking about the 15% pledge. Now, many of you guys heard about the pledge back in June, started by Aurora James, the CEO and founder of Brother Vellies, and her proposal on Instagram to invite retailers to start to purchase 15% of their products from Black-owned businesses. Now, this was a cry to stabilize things in the population. We have 15% of Black Americans that inhabit these United States, and commensurate to that, 15% of products should be available to be purchased from Black-owned businesses. In that Instagram post, she tagged companies like Sephora, Target, and Walmart. And guys, companies like Sephora said yes to the rally cry, and they're now making that pledge to be able to do 15%. Now, brands out there, retailers, you might be asking yourself, is this too hard? Are we actually able to institute something like this? Well, when it comes to how this pandemic has actually affected the way we look at minority business owners, we actually have a huge responsibility. When we think about the kinds of businesses that we want to be moving forward and supporting them, it honestly takes only two things: persistency and looking in order to find the businesses that you want to be supportive. It really just takes looking. Now, on the 15% pledge website, you'll notice a couple of really interesting facts. Number one, there are 124,000 Black-owned businesses in this country. That means that there is an opportunity to purchase from these businesses in order to help balance the stocking of your shelves. Now, if you're looking reflexively at your business and the kind of brand that you are and what kinds of brands you've purchased from, you might find that your numbers are falling short of this 15% pledge. But really the goal behind it and the symbolism of it is to say, hey, let's make sure that we are supporting minority-owned businesses and we're actually taking a step forward to find those businesses. Now, what's interesting is companies like Macy's for a very long time have actually had programs that were meant to hire minority and diversity companies, right? They would have opportunities for you to come and show your product. There would be in person, and buyers would walk around and they would say, okay, let's make sure that we're balancing our assortment. Let's make sure that we're looking at these businesses that are minority owned. Minorities are including women, right? Women owned businesses, people of color, so many different opportunities to take a stand and support businesses that are not necessarily on the forefront of the purchasing. And so guys, when you come to think about how this might affect you and what this means for you, well, as a Black-owned business owner, I think this is a great opportunity to really start to be active about saying, hey, I am a minority Black-owned business and I actually have, and I want to sell to you. And instead of hiding behind it or not saying it, this is the opportunity to stand up and be front and forward with wanting that kind of distribution. Retailers, this is your time to be looking. I know it's hard enough when it comes to these buying cycles to be finding the right brands, the right product, etc. But we need to be looking at diversity and inclusion, again, not just in terms of our corporate hierarchy and hiring structures, but also in terms of the people who we do business with. Very, very important that that translates. Will we get to 15% across all business owners? I don't know, but the idea of it is very exciting. The idea that we now have a lot of retail owners that are looking to increase their penetration of minority-owned businesses on their shelves means, guys, we are much closer to equity than we have been before. And that, I think, is very promising. So guys, head on over to the 15% pledge. Make sure you take a look at what Aurora James and her team is doing. I think it's really important that as business owners, we take a look at who we buy from, your vendors who you're buying from, if you're a brand, who we're choosing to do business with, how we're hiring, and if you're a retail store owner, all of those things, right? And more. So how can we start to do more? People who say no to doing more are willingly turning a blind eye. And I'm telling you, that kind of authenticity and lack of progression is really going to be what ends up hurting your business in the long run. So in this case, guys, doing what's ethical, doing what's right, being conscientious is going to really help you as an individual, but also help your business. If you have any questions, send me an email at hello@scalingretail.com. Would love to hear how you are incorporating, including minority-owned businesses, into your procurement strategy. And if you have questions in terms of how to start looking at this stuff, shoot me an email. Would love to be able to help you support in that process. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.